Coach, obviously you didn't get the win in the end, but I'm sure the result wasn't the main focus today, was it?
No, I mean, we're always, the group that's out there certainly looking to get a result in the segment. But no, we had some predetermined thoughts on what we were going to do tonight, this afternoon, and Butler's a nice side. There's a lot of experience that they certainly put out there that first 90. And I thought it took us a while. It showed that we haven't played against another team, and we haven't played big very much yet. And most of our sessions have been smaller, so our spacing was a bit off. Some of our defensive organization, and they're good at their spacing. The back three, we didn't scout, we didn't talk about, we didn't really tactically come into the game. So there was a little bit of problem solving on the run, which is good, because then we can go back and say, okay, what are things we could do better? But got a lot of guys in the game. I think we had 20 or 21 guys appeared today. Just a great evaluation, beautiful day. Butler did a nice job hosting, and we got a lot out of this game.
Your assessments on Grant Yeagley comes on, scores a great goal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he wasn't the winner though. It seems like this year a lot of younger guys are going to have to step up in the place of the 4 departures in the starting 11 from last season. On Grant Yeagley as well, and then on the rest of the younger guys today, how happy were you about their performance?
Yeah, I think there's some young ones in the first segment that we're asking some new roles, and Tommy is learning to play the 10, and it wasn't his day today, but we're certainly bullish on him. He did a great job for us last year. Carson, I think, grew into the game. We haven't again had a lot of reps with him, and Sarver hasn't played wide much for us. Herb, we kind of know what we get, but he didn't have his best out in the first 30. So, with the front four not in sync, it put a lot of pressure on our midfield and our back line. I thought those guys did a pretty good job of handling it. But I thought as the game went, we grew into it. It got better. But yes, our young guys are going to have to play some key roles. I mean, it was neat that Grant got in and got a goal. He certainly is not one next year. We're anticipating punching into the group, but we're always assessing. But he's got a good future down the line, and neat to see him get a goal on many levels for me personally. But he's just really liked by the team. So good overall day, and I think getting a lot of the guys in that are support players and rotation players was important, and you could hear the guys that maybe play a lot of minutes were really encouraging them, and they did some great things today.
And then, interesting question is, Alex McGill, last time we talked right before COVID at a spring match, he scored a winning goal for you guys against Butler. He almost did it again. So, can you talk about his play against Butler?
Yeah,
he seems to like playing them.
He's good with his back to goal. He showed that. He held the ball up well and kind of were able to get our intermediate phase rolling, and we're able to get some possessions from that. And then he's dangerous in the box. And I thought, again, Hummel created a lot of havoc out wide. And I thought he did a great job creating that pullback. And whether he's offsides, I couldn't see it, but he was in the right spot. Just maybe should have held his run a little bit longer. But McGill did a good job there.
And then we didn't see a lot of Emerson Nieto in the fall. Was that injury related, or how come he played today finally after not seeing him much?
Emerson, we held back. We protected his year last year, so he's got a lot of years left. And Emerson did a really nice job. He's one that we're trying to figure out where he can best help us in the midfield. That's inside, wide. He's got a lot of soccer savvy in him. His IQ's high end. He's a good passer. And I thought he brought a bit of confident swag to the group. And I like that.
Let's wait for that card.
No problem.
Danny Muni today, we didn't see him. He was kicking the ball against the wall a bit. Didn't look injured. Is it just a decision not to play him today?
Yeah, he had a concussion weeks ago, and he could have played today, but we just held him out just to give him more time. So he'll be back when we reboot here in April. But yeah, Muni's obviously a huge part of our team, and one or two pieces really change, the way the group feels around you, and obviously without a Roman, without a Muni, and a Joe Schmid, 3 up the spine anchors, it requires all the new, I wouldn't say even new, but all the returner new guys to have to really go, okay, where's the voice I used to hear, or the plays that they were able to make, or the presence they brought. That takes a while to get used to not having them there, and we'll get there. Just a work in progress.
Final question for you. MLS is starting. So many Hoosiers in the MLS this year. Anyone in particular? Any former player in particular you want the media to look at?
Well, we're excited for all of them. I mean, this is the earliest start in MLS history, so there's going to be some chilly kickoffs today. I just think it's really cool that, Drew Moore started his 19th year. You have that, just an epitome of a great pro, a great teammate. It represents IU so well. And then here we have a couple of these new young guys coming into teams, whether Aiden's now able to come back into the crew after the year off, and the Roman's pushing, and obviously Vic and all the young guys. And then there's some that are kind of getting new teams with Griffin Dorsey, kind of found a new light. So every year is a new opportunity, and we're just so happy that we have so many in the league, and we have some that are just knocking on the door, whether it's on MLS next second teams or USL teams, and I think we'll be there soon enough.
And then I'll do one more. Is that this was a spring match, obviously an exhibition. We keep hearing that it could be a 2-sport season. That still hasn't happened. Are you ever hoping to the point where these spring games will count as they keep evaluating?
Yeah, absolutely. We wouldn't. That goes to vote in April, and there's going to be a lot of media attention here in the next month on trying to get more awareness out for that proposal. And yeah, so we wouldn't be playing a spring game this early. That's one of the misnomers of this new model. We wouldn't be playing in February, but we would be playing in early mid-March. But yeah, I'm very much a proponent of it. I think it'd be really good for college soccer, and hopefully it passes and we can take a step forward.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.